booted away to start the game. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. He might want another play. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Dances away to buy time. Coming out aggressively. Snags it on the right. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. The run from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Makes the catch. It's Davis. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds. And the Seminoles come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll run it from the gun. They believe in this running game, and they take it all the way down to the 25 before he goes out of bounds. The Seminoles have this offense rolling. To the air on 1st down. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback, he throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
The Seminoles really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Makes a 3rd down stop.
And that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Complete out of the backfield. Oh, he's got some space. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. He's going for the goal line. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Caught behind the line. It's Lucas. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one. Trying to pick up the 1st out of the backfield. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences are that now you got to have your defense go belly out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
You're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Crosses the 30. Still on his feet at the 45. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And the Mustangs want to pick up the tempo. Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
They've got him looking to run, but they're going to throw it. Finds his man. It's Singleton. He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. Dropping back, it's Jennings. And this is going to be incomplete on third. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the...
He'll take a shot. Intercepted to stop the threat. Been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He turns that loose down the right side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Gets rid of it. The sure hands, it's Holmes. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. A third down try for the offense. Scanning the field, it's Castellanos. Got it in the middle, it's White. There he goes. The 30. 10. Touchdown, no! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that? And I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And boy, did they finish with a huge play in the passing game, scoring from 85 yards out. Looking for those open spaces and opportunities. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. The Mustangs moving quickly to the line. Got the first down, looking for more.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
And the Mustangs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Finds his tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense picks it up. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, and they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback had the look he wanted. He had his big fella down here in the red zone. That's supposed to be an easy pitch and catch, but his buddy puts it on the floor.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. Got enough space, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll leave it with him. Open space at the 25. Turning it on. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. They'll give it to Johnson. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Jennings. Going to throw it over the top of the deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep ones.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Singleton. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Lost the throw again. Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. They'll stop him just short of the 1st down marker on the screen. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Singleton. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. Rides to back and leaves it. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Mustangs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Touchdown, SMU! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the ground with the back. Got room at the 35. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Might as well give it to him again. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves... Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 10. Almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. Defense in press coverage. Powers forward. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. He's going to take off. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Takes a handoff. It's Holmes. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
I'll tell you what, sometimes towards the end of that play where you see you're not getting anywhere, I'd like for you to just lower your shoulder and get a few yards. I just don't love it when they finish and run out of bounds.
You know, though, we've both been around so long that we've seen a lot of guys try to make a play every single time, and it ends up making things worse.
No, I get it. You can fight for extra yards, or sometimes you go backwards, or sometimes you lose the football. But, man, I want to put my offense in the best position. That means
converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football,
he's going to fire deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
And, man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. And that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage.
Touchdown, Seminoles! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
Now, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own, a chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Mustangs want to crank for tempo. Right back to the well. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of their way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
On 4th down, going to the air. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with them. That took nerves of steel to convert that 4th down on the road.
Oh, man, the crowd going nuts. A big-time opportunity in the third quarter to create some momentum. Help them go crazy. Help them go nuts. But the offense does their job, quiets the crowd, gets the big 4th down conversion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Just keep slinging it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
And now after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Jennings. It's complete to the right. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle, it's Cooper. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, SMU!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. So a drive there of 85 yards. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This should be the last play of the quarter. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the third. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll give it to the back. There he goes! Touchdown, Knowles! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They wasted no time on that drive, got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Brinson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. The Mustangs will hustle to the line.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Rides the back on the option, the give. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Mustangs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gives it on the option. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dope. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Pocket breaking down. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down.
Really good job by this defense. Way to be dialed in and understand. It's a pass, and they're trying to throw the football down the field, and that clock is ticking, but understanding what you're playing against. A guy that can absolutely fly. Nice job closing in on him and getting him on the ground.
Deciding play here. Looking for the score. Touchdown Mustangs. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. Turning it on! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Quarterback adapting. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before, and I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Fires on the move. Finds a man on the right. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 32.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped them pick up that first.
Wants to throw. It's Castellanos. Keeps looking downfield. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run. But that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. And the Noles trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Florida State! They move on top here on the 4th.
And that is exactly what you want from this offense. Take almost all the clock, execute, and now go out and take a lead by a touchdown. Great, flawless execution by this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses that evolve so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make the